bet, Mark. It has been the talk of the town around Breckenridge all day. Even if now here at 5 o'clock, I'm about the only person willing to get in front of a camera and talk about the UFOs that were flying overhead. There was 3 white dots, I'll show you, that were flying over a Breckenridge behind me late this morning. Looked as if they were hovering right over Baldy Mountain behind me. And while no one from the Breckenridge Police Department or Sheriff's Departments wanted to talk about the objects on camera, several people at those organizations saw them, and others around town reported the strange things flying over the skies of Breckenridge, sending police out to investigate these shiny white tiny dots in the sky. Some people off camera said they saw them form triangles and a line. On our camera, it seemed as if they didn't move at all. In fact, it took some help for most people to even see them.
Very top of the trees, and then just go to the left in the blue sky. There's all those kind of wispy clouds. Yeah. There's a white dot right in near the edge of those wispy clouds.
So just to the left of the second pine tree, there's a white dot. The FAA didn't have a comment on what these dots could be, nor had said they're not tracking any abnormalities at this time. But yesterday, a TV station in Utah reported very similar white dots appearing in the sky over Utah. The objects were visible for about 3 hours. They showed up best when the sun was reflecting off of them. Mark, we also called the Strategic Command as well, U.S. Strategic Command. They said they aren't tracking anything, but they typically track those objects that come in from outer space and then enter orbit. They believe whatever these were probably below their range of tracking.
And not drones, you don't think, Matt?
I don't think they were drones, and the folks that I talked to said they didn't look like weather balloons, because at times they would just sit there for 5 or 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes without moving an inch on our view screen in the camera, and then you would see a flash of light and they would take off across the edge of the mountain ridge behind me. So it didn't appear to be drones, it didn't appear to be weather balloons, truly unidentified flying objects in the skies over Breckenridge today.
Camera flying over the city, and nobody can explain what it is. Whether you believe in UFOs or not, you'll want to see this video. Fox 21 Denver investigative reporter Heidi Hammett is here to explain. Heidi?
Well, when I first saw this video, I have to admit I was skeptical. One of our viewers first alerted us to this unusual object that appears to launch and land in the metro area. Tonight, an aviation expert tells us it's unlike anything he has ever seen. It's not a bird.
Keep going up and up and up.
It's not a plane.
Here it's flipping around.
Even this aviation expert is mystified.
I can't identify it.
We first learned about these strange sightings when this metro area man, who does not want to be identified, brought us his home video.
You're going to see a little burst of fire right there, kind of a thruster.
He captured the images on his digital camera from a hilltop in Federal Heights, looking south towards downtown Denver.
Mile High is right about here.
He says the flying objects appear around noon or 1 p.m. at least a couple of times a week.
You're going to see it come in from the top, do a little loopy-doop.
The strangest part is they are flying too fast to see with the naked eye. This is the video in real time.
Poof, see it? That was it.
But if you slow it down frame by frame, it's there. We altered the color contrast to help you see it. Here's another one in real time. This is what it looks like slowed down. We wanted to verify that the video we saw was legit, so our photojournalist came out here with his camera. He set up in the same spot on 84th and Federal, and he shot video from just before noon until just after 1. And when we slowed down our photographer's video, we saw this flying object.
I would consider myself an expert.
Aviation expert Steve Cowell is a former commercial pilot, instructor, and FAA accident prevention counselor.
It's very strange.
He thought he would have a logical explanation until he watched the video.
That is not an airplane. That is not a helicopter. Those are not birds. I can't identify it.
Cowell told us he knows of no aircraft that flies as fast.
Because of the speed of the object, most people, I think, would miss it.
Cowell did say there is one other possibility.
Perhaps there's some sort of debris that's being raised up by some of the atmospheric winds.
But in his professional opinion,
as it fits the definition, it's an unidentified flying object.
The FAA tracks all air traffic in Colorado and across the country. The FAA sent us a statement saying, "We've checked with air traffic control and no one has had any reports of the activity you describe, nor have any of our employees observed anything of this nature either visually or on their radar displays." The North American Aerospace Defense Command is located in Colorado Springs. It keeps an eye on the skies in case of an air attack against the U.S. NORAD sent us this statement. "Our command center reviewed their records and they did not have any noted air activity in the Denver area during the times you indicated."
There's the smokestack.
The man who first brought this to our attention believes the UFOs are launching and landing near 56th and Clay in Denver. A map shows only homes in the area. So is it a UFO, a secret military test, floating debris? The answer is anything but clear. It appears to be a mystery in the sky, a mile high.
See, look. Whoa! Whoa!
Did you get the bird passing by?
No.
Damn. I see it in your viewfinder, but where is it here?
It's going right. It's going right, and I want to say it's I can't tell where it's above, dude. Oh, this is so cool.
I see it now.
You got it? Okay.
Yep. Got the orb.
There's an orb? Where you got the orb? Is the orb bright? It's not bright anymore though, right?
No, that's why I don't see the other thing. Oh, it looks like you're pointing really high.
It's not, dude. That's why I was like, I don't see any wings. It just looks like a line. Shit, man. Why did I look up? That's why. It looks like something big is at the top. Now it's going behind that tree, some sort of, right?
What tree is it?
This tree right here.
The green one?
The green one to the far right. The top, this one.
The kind of tall
The short one.
The short
Right above the short one.
Right above.
But you're gonna have to back up a bit. I might have to back up a bit too. Because now I'm getting it out of focus. It's going behind the limb.
I see it now.
Okay. It should come back, I think, around. Oh, my bad. Oh, there it goes. Whoa. Something bright and white at the top of it, and then the rest of it is like
Yeah, it looks like a cigar-shaped craft, huh?
yeah. But it's really white at the top of it. Like, I don't...
We got a cigar shape again.
Huh?
We got a cigar shape again.
I've never gotten one of these before.
Me and Hans got one up by Hollydale Park.
Look at how bright the top is.
That was when the guy got in England the same day. Except ours was spinning, yours staying straight up. Insane.
Not touching the tripod. I'm moving it. Not touching the tripod. I'm moving it. Not touching it. Do you still see it?